5 animals that turned out to be hoaxes or spoofs. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Insane Worlds. 5. Pacific Northwest Tree Octopus. The Roman writer Pliny the Elder described how an octopus loved to come on land and steal food as it was fermenting. The people got so fed up with the raids that they set up a high fence. The octopus was not deterred as it simply climbed a tree over it and took the food. In the end, only a mob with dogs and huge spears could dispatch the tree-climbing octopus. It seems that in the forests of the Pacific Northwest of the United States, there is a species of octopus that spends most of its time in the trees. Octopus paxarbalus, to give it its scientific name, reaches about 1 foot in size and is amphibious. It spends most of its time in the trees and returns to water to breed. Alas, the tree octopus is an endangered species due to habitat loss and predation by cats and Bigfoot. 4. Martian monkey. The 1950s saw a surge in UFO sightings. With the space race in full swing, science fiction films showing terrifying aliens, and Cold War panic, it was easy for any stories involving possible extraterrestrials to spread quickly. In 1953, a police officer in Georgia stumbled across a remarkable scene. 3 young men were standing around a scorched patch of earth in the middle of which lay a diminutive green figure. The men claimed to have seen more of these creatures and a UFO. After hitting one with their truck, the other creatures ran back to their craft and flew away. The recovered body was shown to a local veterinarian, who said it looked like something out of this world. As the story got out, many people claimed to have seen a UFO in the sky around the time the first witnesses had. 3. Lake George Monster. In 1904, artist Harry Watrous and newspaper editor William Mann had a fishing competition. The one who caught the largest trout would be declared the winner. When Mann held up a huge monster of a fish, victory seemed to be his until Watrous realized it was just a wooden model. So Watrous decided to play his own prank. Watrous recalled how I got a cedar log and fashioned one end of it into my idea of a sea monster or hippogriff. I made a big mouth, a couple of ears, like the ears of an ass, for big teeth, 2 in the upper and 2 in the lower jaw, and for eyes, I inserted in the sockets of the monster 2 telegraph pole insulators of green glass. He then attached the log to a rope which would move the log from the shore. The next time Mann was out fishing with guests, Watrous pulled the rope and released the monster. One guest screamed while another beat at it with her parasol. Watrous pulled the monster back under and began to have it appear around Lake George at random. Rumors soon spread about Georgie the Lake George monster. 2. Jeff the Talking Mongoose. The Irving family lived on a remote farm on the Isle of Man in the 1930s. When they heard strange noises, they assumed it was just a rat that had got into the walls. You can imagine their surprise when what emerged was a mongoose, and not just any mongoose, this one could talk. It cordially introduced itself as a mongoose called Jeff, who had been born in New Delhi in 1852. Jeff explained one day that he was a ghost in the form of a mongoose and an extra clever mongoose on another. The Irvings fed Jeff biscuits and milk. The tabloids in England had a field day, and journalists descended on the farm. Investigators of the paranormal also turned up. No one could find evidence of Jeff, but several others claimed to have heard his voice. When the Irvings moved out of the farm, the new owner claimed to have shot Jeff. He produced a body to prove it, but it did not look like the Jeff who had been described earlier. 1. Fiji mermaid. Strange creatures lurking in the depths of the ocean have always fascinated us. Tales of mermaids stretch back to antiquity, and many sightings have been reported over the centuries. In 1493, Christopher Columbus claimed to have seen some in the New World, though he did not think of them as pretty as they had been described in the past. Since he was probably looking at manatees, his disappointment is understandable. Those who wanted to see a mermaid for themselves in the 19th century had only to go to a circus or sideshow where they might be shown a Fiji mermaid for a small fee. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them.